Hi, and welcome back to the internet. It's your boy Morrigan, and it's Morrigor. Hello. That's the name of the channel. That's right, I still have a YouTube channel that I totally am running all the time, and I never took a break or anything. Hi, I'm back. The time is currently 8:04 a.m. on the West Coast, because drum roll please. Like I said, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I moved! I moved, everyone! Woo! Everyone who's actually listening or not listening, screaming to the void. You know what I do best, boy. I moved to LA, Los Angeles, the city of Angeles. I'm here. I'm a real Angeles. And you know, it's funny too because like touchdown was so smooth. Day one was great. I have all these stories to tell and fun things. I have, like I said, good news, bad news. I guess that was the good news. Fake news, bake news. So let's make like an Angelus and jump right into it, shall we? So if anyone listening to this actually knows me IRL, I have the worst trouble waking up in the mornings since, I don't know, like I was a little kid maybe. Maybe it's a lack of motivation or it's something medical, I don't know. It's weird, they always give you like melatonin and things to like put you to sleep. You know, all these like, you must get 8 hours of sleep or you'll die driving a heavy death vehicle into traffic. You can do that to go to sleep, but as far as waking up goes, it's just kind of like, I don't know, make your bed and like have a coffee, but like, you know, what if you're like me who sleepwalks? And you walk around and change the times on the clocks and then hide someone's shoes and then put soup in the toilet, you know? That's a normal night for me, you know? So there's just that weird level of like, man, I have to make like a 6 a.m. flight to LAX and I don't it's not that I was afraid necessarily of not making it. It's just that I was terrified of not making it. You know, I have seen what I'm capable of at 4 in the morning, and because you know, your boy's gonna be there at like 6 hours ahead of time, like a psychotic. You know, I'm gonna be at the airport like if the flight takes off at 6, I'm gonna be there at like 3 a.m. Like sitting there waiting with like a towel over my head, just kind of like chilling out. You know, like I don't give a snark. I don't care. I don't give a slap. I don't give a smuck, dude. I'm being there. So I did. I was there. I got on the plane. No problems, no questions asked. And I freak you not, man. The second I sat down, I opened that little windscreen. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch the takeoff. And had this old guy who like actually didn't smell like obscene amounts of cologne this time. That was cool. It seems like every time I go on a plane, there's always some guy who just has to like wear a button-down shirt and he has like no luggage whatsoever, like no backpack, no carry-on. He's just like a little too confident about it, you know. It's almost like he's like coming back from a club or something, you know. Like if I was like his Uber driver, his outfit would make sense. Like he's all kind of like looking a little greasy, you know, like maybe did a little dancing or something, you know, a little bailando, you know. I didn't have that this time, so I was like, yo, this flight is gonna be radical. And it was, because the second we took off, it was a beautiful, like, wow, everything's great. And I conked out the second we did. I can't even make it up. I conked out, and I wake up, and what do you know? The pilot is like, hey man, we're landing in LAX. I hope you like pictures and views of. Oh shoot, I almost dropped my whole freaking. I don't have a desk right now. I'm using my brother's like kind of fold out kind of poker table. You know those thin kind of tables you get from like a Walmart or like everyone's grandparents seem to have like 50 of them in the garage somewhere. That's what I'm using as a desk right now. One of the legs really does not want to go south the way I want it to. So it's kind of funny every time I get up off the off this off the, what do you call these chairs that you take to it's definitely not a gaming chair, that's for sure. I'm not complaining, but my spine likes to once in a while. But, you know, what's a little bodily harm? What's a little body horror? On Morrigor, am I right? If anything, it's on brand. If it's for the greater good, after all, if you're going to lose a hand, you might as well get like a really sick hook out of it, you know? You're welcome, normally. That costs extra. Why not just like lose an eyeball or two, and then you get to wear 2 eye patches? That's like double sunglasses. I'm just saying, like it's a tough single world up there, man. We got a little creative, you know. We got to think big picture. You can't just go on Tinder anymore and swipe right and then be all like, "Hey, what's good? I like your eyeballs. They're a good color." Which is also dumb too, right? Complimenting anyone's eye color because they had zero control over it, and if they did, I don't even know if that's really even like something to compliment. My parents would always be like, they dyed their hair, so they're looking for attention, and I feel like that's kind of everything we do as a species, but I'm digressing. My point is the flight was awesome. I had a really good time because I slept. Even though I brought this giant backpack full of activities. Like my brother actually, he's my roommate out here in California. Oh my god, I don't even know if I have enough time on one video to explain how fun it's been so far. So let's just, oh my god, hurry up. Bad Caleb. Bad Caleb. His name is Bad Caleb. He's a bad boy. He's a bad guy. He's not a bad guy, maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen him in like 5 years. He flew out where I was living previously to come see me, and that was a really fun time. So the idea was to fly me out, Mr. Little Old Me, single ready to Pringle. Let's go to Los Angeles. And not just Los Angeles, he had this big plan to go to Hollywood, like some kind of like weird, not weird, that sounds mean, like some kind of like very specific kind of. But in short, I have one half of a plan. I have a plan in the works. And it shows because I had a job lined up for me. You know? I did, I really did. I was smart. I had a place lined up, everything was cool. I didn't need a car. My job was gonna be like 2 blocks away from where I'd be sleeping. No problem, right? Well, get this, I get in, and like within the week, I'm getting kicked out. I mean, granted, I don't really think it was anyone's fault. I was kind of getting the vibe that like the landlord wanted to like kick people out anyway. You know when like you see a carpet and you're like, that carpet is not from the past decade. I can't really quite make out the color. It's one of those colors that if you saw that color of carpet like on a carpet, that would make sense. You're like, something really bad happens here. But when the carpet is the entire color, you're like, I'm not judging because I don't know. I wasn't raised here. I don't know. But I feel like maybe someone puked all over the carpet to make sure that the one stain just kind of blended in. And if it's a look, like I commend you. Like I really don't like want to talk smack about like people's interior design. I am but a lowly YouTuber. It's your boy Morrigan, ready to me right now. That's right. Rambling again, so let me go ahead and push that pod button. But it's actually totally fine, right? Because we actually ended up looking at 2 locations, and I feel like that wasn't enough. I feel like most people would end up looking at like 6 or 7. We were given about 20 days, less than 1 month. That was the first like, welcome to Los Angeles, idiot. I hope you like not showering. You know? Oh man, you know when you're like homeless in Denver in the snow, sleeping outside of KFC every night for like too long, and then you're like, I will never do that again, and then you're living in someone's actual house, and like the shower only spits out boiling water between the hours of like, 5 a.m. and like, I don't know, maybe 9 p.m. It's kind of like maybe I will wait an extra day today. Maybe I'm gonna wake up a little early. Maybe I'll stay up late to take a nice shower. I don't know. My point was, we'll call it a blessing in disguise. Angelus blessing in disguise, because what ended up happening is we got resourceful. I went on the Craigslist. He got on the Craigslist. We bad boys. We went on the Craigslist, and what do you know? We found one place. But man, I really get the whole like when people grumble when they're all like, oh, I drove all the way from the valley for this, like, ugh, and you're always like, haha, you silly valley girls, and your valley this, and your valley that, and your Burbank, more like Burb Stank, am I right? I don't know. I think that's from Goosebumps. Oh, dude, I got so off topic. Oh yeah, Burbank and stuff. Yeah, there was this place up on like in Burbank slash Valley area range. And it was cute, very affordable, very massive rooms. It was weird for a 2 bedroom, like, 2 baths, dude. It was 2 bathroom, 2 bedrooms. Yeah, it was incredible. The problem was just so far away from everything. And get this, once you transfer to a location in my company, you have to wait like a certain window of time to actually get to a new location. you know? So the idea is that when you picked your new location to transfer states or countries to, the idea is that you're going to be at that new one for like, say about like 6 months. Let's call it, let's because that's the number is what it actually is. It's 6 months. They told me up front, they're like, this is the number. Everything's fine. Like plans like mess up, but maybe like I have paranoia, right? Like I'm always afraid something's gonna go wrong. Something's gonna blow up. Something's gonna explode or burn my face off with some kind of acid or something acidic on the pH balance, right? Like I'm always scared, man. I literally will stop talking to somebody if I think that maybe they're an alien. And we could have been friends for like 10 years. I'll be like, joke's on you, biatch. I was gonna make an alien pun and I couldn't think of one in time. So I'm committing to that one. Just a normal, good old fashioned biatch question mark. Maybe that's maybe that's the future of swear words and cuss words and insults, right? Is we just literally just jump in and be like, "Yo, hey, you stupid, dumb mother?" Question mark. Oh man, I'm having too much fun for 8 in the morning. Holy cow! Well, I do want to be upfront. I didn't get any sleep last night. I did not because my company offers you like programs to like get home safely because it's like LA and everything. Because fun fact, I live in Hollywood now. Like not even just like a technical zip code or like a technical like oh well I can see the sign from my window. I'm like no, dude. You know how I know I was in Hollywood? Like my brother and I, we finally finished moving. It took like 3 days. And you don't want to know why it took 3 days to move from one location to another location? From like, I don't know, South LA to like, I don't know, literal smack dab booty cracking Signwood. It took 3 damn days. It's because rush hour traffic really is real. They tell you, they warn you, everyone talks about it. I mean, I've already said it a few times. I'm not a stranger to traffic. I've been in a car before, right? But like, it's a very interesting kind of traffic where everyone wants to actually kill you, but also race you. It's weird. It's like Mortal Kombat meets Death Race meets I don't know, Steel Ball Run meets Red Line. Like it's pretty bananas, man. Like everyone's teaming up and trying to get buddies and rides. They go in like the what do they call it? The lane on the far left where you can multiple. I knew the what's that word? Group ride sharing carpool. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Carpool. There's a carpool lane. Anyway, it's like light speed. It feels incredible. Rush hour sucks here, man. So you'd like move one bed in a small, like normal sized car. You move one bed, that's one mattress. Not even like the frame or box spring, right? One bed and like other various bags and luggages and clothings and things that you would move in an apartment, right? You move that in like one bed, and it's like, okay, great. Now we got to go back. Oh, it'll be like 2 hours from now when we make it back, and then we gotta load up the car again. It's like 90 million degrees out, and then you put it in the car, and then you go to the Hollywood, and then you just unload it. It's just back and forth madness. The entire time your old roommates are sitting there. They don't speak English. Yeah, that's right. So if you're actually listening to this, forget about it, man. I have nothing mean to say to you because you housed me and were nice to me and then gave me a considerable amount of time to find a new place. So I can't even, I'm just going to leave it there and I wish you the best because I couldn't even tell you if they were bad people. I tell you what though, man, there's a Target over here in Hollywood. That's pretty cool. What else we got in Hollywood? We got all kinds of, we got Starbuckses. We got the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We got a big Chinese looking movie theater. We've got a big sign off in the hill. I saw a coyote. That's how you know I was in Hollywood, straight up downtown. Is because nighttime I'm walking over homeless people to try to smoke a cigarette, and what do you know I find? A literal pile of burning trash in like a drain, I guess. So that was fun. It's funny because we're walking down the street, and then we hear like the sirens come in, and we're like, oh, we better like scram before they think we did it. And then we're running, and we're like, oh no, maybe they'll literally now will think that we did it because we're running from the fire. And then you're like, oh, dude, what do I do? I don't even. And then you're like, oh, dude, I gotta chill. This is Hollywood now. I gotta. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna be honest. Hollywood, if she could, man. That movie, Cool World, starring Brad Pitt when he was still a soft baby face. Oh man, I watch Cool World like once a year, just like once in a while, just to like remind myself of like just the baddiness of it, like just the absolute. Like I remember there's that scene where like there's this guy who just like he's getting bugged by like those little cartoon guys, like the little like punks, like the kid ones, I guess, and they're like bugging at him. He's like, screw off, and he throws some like he empties his pockets and he's like, yeah, take some wooden nickels, and like they're all fighting. They're like these chomping wooden nickels, man. And I'll be honest, I didn't know when I first saw that scene, I didn't know what a wooden nickel meant. And sure enough, yeah, apparently that's like a phrase for crap, like a load of baloney, man. That's what he threw a load of baloney at him, little crap. Like, don't take no wooden nickels. I guess it's like an old people saying, they say. I was reading a book about the founding of Nike that my boy Bad Caleb got for me to read on the plane, and I'm reading it now because now I'm not sleeping on a plane. I was awake on a train yesterday. And now I will be awake on a train today to complete the arc. That's right, boys and girls. Stay tuned to Morrigan, and I'll have more. I'm gonna talk more, that's for sure. You know, I actually plan on making like a video every other day. I know that's asking a lot from a guy who like took a month off because he had to move some heavy objects around. Dudettes, all my homies and homos and homettes, my homies and homos, all my homies, my homos, my homex. But I still feel like those are all kind of limiting, though. Man, I don't know. See, it's funny. On one hand, I like Quentin Tarantino, how all right now he's on like the Joe Rogan podcast, all talking smack. He's all scrappy. I guess he's always been, you know, but he's all like publicly like, I don't want to hear anything about your Bruce Lee complaints about Bruce Lee scenes. You know, and I think, hell yeah, dude, fuck, you know, woke culture, all that shit, right? All the cancel, forget about it, man. Frick it all down the drain, and then light it on fire like we do in Hollywood. On one hand, I'm like that, and on the other hand, I don't want to make people cry, because even if they are wimpy little soft children babies, I think it's important to... I've been actually thinking about that for a little while. This past week, I've obviously had a lot of time to sit around on a train going, dude, that's wild, right? Because my company will pay for rides and stuff and like help take you to and from work and whatnot, but they only give you they give you 20 a month, and they only cover so much of it. So at the end of the day, I still end up paying like $10, man, or like $15 just to get home at night. And it's like, I remember when I could walk home from work at like midnight and it took me an hour, and I was like, wow, this is gonna destroy my body. At least the weather's nice and the view is cool, and I feel like I'm a real adventurer, and I could like pretend. And I felt like a stupid idiot kid trying to like lie to myself like some Calvin Hobbes garbage. I'm 29, gosh darn it. I don't have time to be looking around at the scenery. You know, I don't get paid to enjoy what the Lord put on this lush green planet for me. Let's all love Tarantino and clean the ocean and get everything on track. You know, hey Joey B, Mr. President B over here, are you cool? Let's get back on track. I want to make a lot more videos and content, so if you stick around, I might put a stick around in you. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope it's even more amazing than how you make me feel, which is more amazing than you. So in a way, am I narcissistic, or am I just like having a better day than you? And if someone appears narcissistic, maybe they're just having a better day than you mopey little butthole. Yeah, why don't you suck it up, you soft little... You know, why don't you go watch a Tarantino movie, you little butthole? Anyway, have an amazing day. X's and O's, I love you, and we in Hollywood, boy. Hey. Bye.